Greetings, my friends. I want to thank all of those of you again who are sharing of the word that I put out daily, the messages every day of the week, Monday through Friday, that are dealing with end time things, and the sermons that I put out on Saturday for the weekend. And I appreciate it because we're going to lead more and more people to Christ that way. And I thank you for helping. All glory goes to God, and you will be rewarded in heaven for your efforts because people are going to be getting saved. They are getting saved, and I'm thankful that you are on board, and I appreciate you so much. Let's talk about something I've talked about for a while now. Is Putin using military buildup and threats at Ukraine as a dry run for the soon Gog-Magog war? I've said for a while I believe he is. Now, whether or not Putin decides to invade Ukraine, in my humble opinion, it is relevant because anytime a country's invaded, it's a big thing. But as far as the big prophetic picture goes, it has a lot less relevance than what his next big move is. I believe that he's getting ready. He's mobilizing all his troops, getting his entire military complex ready. He's made all kinds of deals with Iran and with Turkey and other Gog-Magog war nations, and they've got cooperation militarily, with intelligence, with all kinds of things, and they're ready to go. They're just waiting for God, G-O-D, to put the hook in Gog, Putin's mouth of Magog, Russia, and draw him down to Israel with all of his Confederates, and they'll have Israel's back to the ocean. They'll have Israel surrounded on all sides, and Israel will think she's done. But God himself, the Creator, he will cause confusion in the camps of the enemy. He will wipe out 90% of them. He will do like he's done in the Bible days, and he'll resort back to that again, so the whole world knows it wasn't Israel that defended herself. It was the Creator, God, who made an eternal covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, with Israel, who defended her. So, let's get back to the headlines. Listen to what people are talking about right now. It's sad that secular people know a lot more about the end times than most Christians do. That's what's really sad. What's in Russia's global game of chess for Israel? It would be safe to assume that the Russians will soon carry their strategic plan into effect and bring about a regime change in the Ukrainian capital of Kiev. If such a goal is achieved, is Israel next? That's what the mainstream media is asking. The next article. Could Ukraine crisis lead to new world order that impacts Israel? This matters to the Middle East. The outcome of the Ukraine crisis could signal to Iran that it can encourage more proxy attacks in the region, a sense of global impunity to invasions and attacks, and a perception the U.S.-led world order has fractured, could help enemies of Israel. The China, Russia, Iran, Turkey is no longer an axis of three, it's four. And remember, the great 200 million man army that comes down from the north, comes from the east and wipes out a billion and a half, 2 billion people in the tribulation. The only country that's large enough to form that military is China, and they can form it today if they want to. So you've got Russia, and you've got who's Magog, with Putin, Gog, Russia, Magog. You got Iran, Turkey, the main triple axis that's going to attack Israel, and China, who's going to be the main army from the east that comes down to attack as well. So they're all together. They're an authoritarian alliance that often works together to challenge the U.S. and Western interests as part of an emerging global New World Order. This order emerged largely to challenge the U.S. global hegemony of the 90s. There's compelling evidence that Moscow has been able to outmaneuver the U.S. and the NATO already. It's a fact he's been able to do that. Next article. Prophecy fulfilled as Russian Navy enters Ukrainian waters. The Sanhedrin, the High Jewish Council I've talked about so many times from the Bible days, we're back again, calls for adherence to Isaiah. The developments are manifesting as end of days prophecy made. The Sanhedrin released a statement concerning the developing crisis, framing the current tensions in the context of the end of days war of Gog and Magog. After this war, the world would be a better place to live in, and these wars are called Gog and Magog war, towards a new era called the days of the Messiah, or when Jesus comes down, not the false Messiah, the Antichrist, the real Messiah, Jesus, when he comes back down from heaven with those of us, like I shared him in my dream/vision a couple days ago, and he sets up his 1,000-year reign. So the media understands the Bible, end times prophecy, 1,000 times more than most Christians. That's the most pathetic, sad, heartbreaking thing I've ever seen. So the answer to the question, I believe, is yes. I believe it's all setting up. It's all lining up. And I believe Putin's getting ready. Russia's hurting financially really bad. So is Turkey. So is Iran. So is China. They need money really, really bad. What's the way to get money when you're hurting really bad? To come down where all the booty is and take it all from other countries and make yourself wealthy. It's been that way since day one. It'll always be that way until wars are abolished forever. Jesus Christ, my friends, is our only hope, and the signs of his imminent return are everywhere, night and day, 24/7. Be sure you're ready. Keep your lamps filled with oil. If you've never been saved or you're backslidden, pray the prayer, do the 6 steps I have in the box below the video. No one's guaranteed more time in your life. If you'd like prayer, contact me. I pray for you every day. Look up True Christians. Our redemption draweth nigh. We fly soon. May God bless you. I love you all with all my heart. And again, may God bless you all. And thank you to those who helped me share to get the word out. Your reward waits for you in heaven, my friends. Let's get as many to Jesus as we can before time runs out. Take care. May God bless you and share. Love you. Bye.